Let me ask you a few questions. Is it wise to send a family with small children or even teenagers to a country deemed dangerous? Is it right to support them financially as if we're endorsing the danger they face? Hey, my name is Steve and I serve with Silk Road Catalyst. And before I get into this debatable topic, I encourage you to take a few seconds and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any content we drop. And while you're at it, why don't you hit that like button, because the more likes we get, the more subscribers we have, the better our algorithms end up being. So that ultimately helps us. Danger. It's everywhere. We face it here in the States and people face it in North Korea. But while our dangers may be different, we still face them. I know I face them every time I drive through an intersection, but I don't freak out about it. I know that some lunatic could drive straight through the intersection and T-bone me. There are risks stepping on an airplane, but that doesn't stop me from going on vacations and work-related trips. There are risks eating uncooked meat, but that doesn't stop many people from doing it. We know risk exists, so if we want to avoid all semblance of danger, we have to hibernate in our home away from everyone and everybody. But then again, there are risks inside our houses. So I guess we're up a creek trying to avoid risk. So with that said, let's talk about global missions. There are places in this world in desperate need of the gospel. These places can be dangerous, hazardous to our health even, but they need people like you and I to carry the gospel and deliver it to them. Even beyond going, why are some Christians and churches even hesitant to support their adult children who are called to go, especially if they have little ones? God knows what He is doing when He calls a family or a person to the mission field. He knows the dangers they will face, the obstacles that lie in front of them. He's not naive to any of it. In fact, God does call His people to go who will ultimately need to lay down their lives for it. So if God knows what He's doing when He calls them, we need to get behind those He's calling and support them no matter the cost. This is why I believe it's crucial for families, friends, and local churches to stop giving their entire attention to the dangers in front of the called out ones and start looking to the why their loved one is called to go in the first place. Instead of trying to convince our loved ones to disobey God, because that is what we do when we try to talk them out of following Jesus, we need to get behind them, we need to support them, and we need to pray for them. So yes, dangers exist where the gospel is lacking, and even in places where it exists. But God has and continues to call some of His people, even with kids in tow, to head straight into dangerous places for the sake of the gospel and His kingdom. I'll see you next time.